Hello. I have a spread before me. Let's go through them together. Pause and release. Powerful intuition. Humility and confidence. Embrace the inner self. Collaborate with the divine. Collect your own wisdom. Forgive for healing. Share the burden. My growth makes ripples. I balance work and rest. The Eight of Fire, which is the Eight of Wands. And finally, the Son of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Energy right now that I'm getting. You're spending a lot of time alone. You may be in hermit mode at this time. Your intuition is getting stronger and stronger. You are feeling more confident in your inner knowing. Learning to trust your intuition more and more. And this makes me think that Spirit wants you to trust that Spirit wants you to know that you can indeed trust your intuition. You've done a lot of inner work. You're learning to go with the flow. When you feel emotional, you let the tears flow. You know that you'll be all right, that it's part of the process. It's part of the healing. You feel more peaceful within. You realize that being tethered to the past, holding on to resentments, anything that happened to you, that you held on to, causing dis-ease within you, you realize that you don't have to hold on to those energies anymore. They serve their purpose. You've grown wiser through those experiences that were stepping stones, lessons for your spiritual evolution. You've learned to surrender. And that's an act of self-love. Releasing limiting beliefs, releasing resentment, anger, not holding on to those energies within you. Because you realize that you deserve and that you are in fact here to live a beautiful life. And if you continue to hold on to your limiting beliefs, in believing that you were unworthy, that would cause resistance. That would block you from attaining your dreams. But now your mindset has shifted. from doing all the inner work, spending a lot of time alone, self-reflecting, getting really honest with yourself, and emerging even stronger than before you went through the fire, through the dark nights of the soul. You faced your shadows. Learn to integrate them, turn pain into power and purpose. You know that you are co-creating with the divine. And when I say divine, that includes star beings, your spirit team, your ancestors, whatever you believe in. You are receiving support. Possibly you may be noticing orbs. You see the interconnectedness of all things, that we are all parts of the whole. I'm noticing these threads here, these threads, interconnectedness. Making me see this card here with all the books. You are indeed wise, have gained a lot of wisdom, but it makes me think that you love reading. You are quite intellectual. You may be philosophical, love to analyze. You're very curious about learning. There are topics that you focus on. You gather information and come to your own conclusions. And this makes me think, looking at the phrase, collect your own wisdom. That is just more encouragement from Source to depend more and more on your intuition, that you can trust those thoughts that appear in your mind. They are actually communication from the field, from Source. That's your intuition. You've learned to balance your masculine and feminine energies, balancing between work and rest. You're learning to go with the flow. And all this inner healing, this inner work that you've done is causing a ripple effect. It's not only healing and impacting you, but your energy, your vibration is rising and impacting the world. Along with many other souls, we are all in this together, parts of the whole. So you are feeling more balanced within, more peaceful within. Learn to go with the flow, to surrender. Your intuition and connection to Source is getting stronger. And although this path may have been lonely at times, although I'm sure you actually are someone in looking at these books, you may be more introverted in nature. You enjoy spending time alone. You enjoy your own company. However, Spirit does not want you to think that you need to walk this path alone, that you need to carry the burden all on your own. You're attracting in your soul tribe. So you're going through a lot of stillness. Maybe not much action is happening in your life right now. A lot is happening behind the scenes energetically. Your chakras are aligning. You're more balanced energetically. You're very grounded. Perhaps spending a lot of time in nature. And yes, this horse here, it's not running. It's relaxed, standing still. Same with this gentleman here, the knight. Taking it easy. But we're going from, we see pentacles, the suit of pentacles, but we also see the 8 of fire, the 8 of wands, passion, energy. So anticipate, expect momentum to pick up on this path. All right. Let's go to this one. I combined 2 oracle decks, the Green Witch's oracle deck and the Wisdom of the Elders oracle. So let's see what comes out. At the bottom of the deck, cup of tea, patience, reassessment. Yes, patience. That's one of the big lessons of being in hermit mode, in stillness, being in faith, surrendering, trusting that the seeds you've sown are bearing fruit. You're trusting because you know that you're in partnership with the divine. And you've learned when to take action and when to rest. And a lot of action, a lot of the magic happens in the silence. You are manifesting while you rest. Anything else, Spirit? Sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go. Well, we talked about surrendering, letting go. Pause and release. Going within, learning to surrender. Letting the tears flow. Feeling your feelings. You're learning to focus your energy as well. You're drawing back from drama. You choose peace. That is your true essence. '23, fall, stability, yes. You're grounded, as we mentioned. You're stable within, yes, making me think of the root chakra. And this heron is alone as well, a lone figure. You're spending a lot of time in solitude. But that's going to change. It's temporary, although this temporary may be a really prolonged temporary. Because I'm looking at 23 reducing to a 5-5, symbolizing change, transformation. And the word fall here, it makes me think of, well, falling, surrendering, trust fall. Making me now think of the Fool card in the Tarot. You took that leap of faith despite the unknown. It doesn't mean you weren't scared, but you went ahead anyway to follow your heart, trusting that the divine would indeed catch you, support you, that you could trust your intuition. And you're receiving more and more evidence that you can indeed trust your intuition. You're probably seeing a lot of synchronicities. There is something unique about you. I'm looking at the humility and confidence card. She's very striking. Her own person. She is sovereign. She knows she's sovereign. That she is the creator of her life. And this is something that you've come to realize of yourself as well. Ooh, okay, quite a few. Oh my goodness, okay. We have 36, the Great Spirit Creator. And look at this, the yin-yang symbol, making me think of the I balance, work and rest card. Masculine, feminine energy, balanced. And creator, yes, you are co-creating, collaborating with the divine. But that makes me think, and seeing the word collaborate, and seeing the share the burden card, makes me think of the Three of Pentacles, that you'll be working with others, collaborating and cooperating with others towards a common goal. Number 12, power totem animal, protection. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 polar bears. And that man is raising his arms in victory, in triumph. You've persevered. You kept persisting, despite the unknown, through the ups and downs. I'm noticing the whites of the polar bear, the white of the dove, the white heron, yeah. New beginnings. We also have number 44, dream catcher, dream time. You may have a dream catcher, or you're receiving ideas in your dreams, or you may be soon to receive ideas through your dreams, or just when sitting in silence, in meditation, walking in nature, when you're silent, when you're not distracted. And the number 4 makes me think again of stability, just how grounded you are, balanced you are energetically within. We also have number 31, which breaks down to a 4 again. You may be seeing 444. 31, 2 spirit, balance. Well, there you go. Balance. Yep, I balance, work and rest. I am balanced. Yes, you are. Okay. 4 of Cups, yeah. In stillness. Perhaps sometimes even experiencing boredom. Absolutely, that's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of the journey. And you may be feeling, because you've shed so much of your past self, the self that wasn't so confident, that didn't believe that you could realize your dreams. That self is fading away. And so you may feel like you're a shell of yourself. You're a new person. So it takes, there's an adjustment period. You're on track. You're not going backwards. You're not the only one feeling this way, feeling empty, feeling like, who even am I now? I don't know who I am anymore. Because your old self is fading away. It's like a baby learning to walk again. Or learning to walk for the first time, I should say, right? It takes time, adjusting. This is you. Let's look at this. Let's just say, this is your past self, and this is your more empowered self. Showing up more boldly in the world. Feeling more emboldened. Perhaps on this journey of yours, you have changed your appearance somehow. Maybe you changed your hairstyle, you changed the way you dress. Symbolizing that you are indeed growing, changing, transforming. And hinting to the divine, yes, I'm changing. I am ready for the new. Okay. 8 of fire, please. 8 of fire. Eight of swords. Trapped, powerless, uncertain. More, please. Uncertain path indeed. And yet, you held on, continue to hold on to your hope. We have the star. Inspiration, hope, divine wisdom. And in a way, I'm not surprised to see this card. I'm noticing the stars on the star card, and we see a big star here on her third eye. More on the 8 of fire, please. We have the Wheel of Fortune, luck, fortune, destiny, success. And I'm noticing the books, and there's lots of books here in the tree. Very intelligent and wise. The wheel is turning. Wheel of Fortune, please. The Nine of Wands. Resilience. Stay in the course. That makes me think of the Share the Burden card. Persisting. Through all the burdens. Feeling protective. The Four of Pentacles. Protection, frugality, holding on. Being liberated from those feelings. Having to guard your resources that you need to traverse this path alone. Carry everything on your own shoulders. Towards the Nine of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency, prosperity, luxury. Being financially independent. Financially secure, materially secure. Living the soft life. Share the burden. The Queen of Wands. Passionate, inspirational, warm. Inspirational. That makes me think of the Star card. More. We have the Four of Wands. More Wands energy. Home, security, stability, ceremony. We already talked about just how grounded you are. We received the card where it says, literally, stability. Then you get the Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficiency, prosperity, luxury. We also saw the Balance card somewhere. Celebrating with others. Celebrating with other warm, kind, intuitive souls. A talented bunch. Anything else on the Share the Burden? Okay. It's a quiet deck this time. Share the burden. You won't have to juggle on your own anymore. This is the Two of Pentacles. Share the burden. Ooh, the Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting. You're calling in your soul tribe. I'm getting you're going to create magic together. Oh, one of those soul family members may be a romantic partner. Two of Cups. Speaking of creating magic. Anything else? On the Two of Cups, Two of Cups. You're mastering a skill right now, upgrading your skills. Eight of Pentacles. This may be a creative endeavor. We saw the Queen of Wands. She's very creative, talented. Potentially this partner, let's just say soulmate. So it could be platonic or romantic. This soulmate that's coming in, you both may embark on a project together and you will become, yes. Oh, and I'm just noticing the books right now. Are these books? Yeah, they look like books. Basically, you're drawing in your mirror. You're people who are like you, but different. Okay. Very unique in their own way. But as I was saying, you may embark on a project together. You're both very good at what you do, and combining those talents together will lead to something very profitable. We already saw the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles. And joining together, yes, this will only refine your talents and gifts. You'll inspire each other. Eight of Cups, leaving the past behind, letting go. Yep. Pause and release. The Moon. Yeah, big sense of mystery. Also pointing to just how intuitive you are. And there's a black cat on the Queen of Wands card. Very intuitive. And we already saw at the beginning. Powerful intuition card. This star on her third eye. And it's only going to get stronger and stronger as you traverse your path. Final message. The Four of Cups. Did we see that already? We did discuss it. Potential of being bored at this time of stillness. It's all part of the process. You're learning how not to push. You're learning to rest. And even learning to accept boredom. You don't have to always be distracting yourself. And again, I'm noticing the book, so you likely read a lot. You just love learning. You are a student of life. You have a learner's mindset. You're very curious. The Three of Swords. The Devil. Yeah, we talked about you facing your shadows. Going through the fire. And transmuting. Turning pain into power and purpose. Learning to be more compassionate with yourself. All the versions of yourself. Ace of Cups. Yep, the Hanged Man. You've surrendered. You've learned to surrender. You've surrendered. Trusting in the divine. Allowing the divine to take the wheel. Just a reminder from Spirit to maintain being patient and continue to rest. Four of Swords. It's okay to rest. Lots of fours here. Four of Cups. We saw 44 on the Dreamcatcher. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're being stabilized. You need to get powered up. Okay, we'll stop here. Confirmation, Wheel of Fortune, right? All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, most auspicious journey. Take care.